Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Reecee News. And first up we have today are the release dates of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl and Pokemon Legends Arceus were revealed earlier today by Nintendo. And Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl will be releasing on November 19th, 2021, which is expected because Pokemon games are usually launched around that time in November. And Pokemon Legends Arceus will be releasing on January 28th, 2022, which is actually a lot earlier than I expected. I was expecting maybe a February or March release, but I guess January is pretty interesting. There really isn't usually that big of games coming out in January. There obviously are, but it really tends to be ports in games like that. So I guess we're gonna have a major January release then, which is always good. And 2022 is looking like a pretty good year so far, and 2021, and hopefully the second half of 2021 will also look to be pretty good too, since we already have Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl, and hopefully we'll have some other games too that kind of balance it out, like maybe if that rumored Donkey Kong game happens, that will be happening, or maybe even something like Mario Kart 9 or Super Mario Party 2. I mean, that's just speculation, but there is a possibility that something like that can happen. So, with Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shiny Pearl, I think they look good so far. I know a lot of people are not liking the art style, but I do like the style because Link's Awakening is my favorite remake, and I actually kind of like how it looks with Pokemon and everything. I would definitely prefer it over the Sword and Shield style. I know a lot of people were expecting the Sword and Shield style, but in my opinion, the Sword and Shield style just, look, it doesn't really hold up well. It probably won't hold up well in future generations, unlike some of the older Pokemon games, which still kind of hold up with their art style. So, I think that more chibi art style along the lines of something like Link's Awakening will kind of hold up well in the future, even though it might not be the best looking game. I think it will still hold up well because of its simple nature and everything. So I would kind of say it's pretty good. I kind of like how it looks and everything. And with Pokemon Legends Arceus, I really like the box art for that. It looks really good, and I think it's somewhat comparable to Breath of the Wild with the game overall. I know people on Twitter are saying, don't compare every open world game to Breath of the Wild, but seeing how both games are both published by Nintendo, and they both have similar scenery and a lot of comparable features, I think it's fair to compare the two. Just because a lot of fans were speculating in the past about something happening with Pokemon, being like Breath of the Wild and some fan art of Pokemon in the style of Breath of the Wild. So I think it is fair, and this is what a lot of people were wanting, and I really like the action RPG elements of this game, and it looks really good. This is really something that I've been wanting from the Pokemon series. Even though I really love turn-based RPGs, I also really like action RPGs too, and action adventure games. So I really think this will be a really good game, and knowing how Game Freak has probably been developing this since 2019, I think it will turn out pretty well. Even though the graphics may not be the best thing on the Nintendo Switch, I still think it will be a pretty big game and a pretty good experience overall. I just think it looks really good, and Pokemon Home will also be getting some upgrades too. And I think you could check the dates that you actually caught the Pokemon, which is pretty interesting. And they're also adding a couple other features too. And finally, with the last bit of news here, we have Sonic's 30th anniversary direct is happening. I know it's technically not a direct, but they're doing something called Sonic Central, which will be a kind of like a thing where they're probably gonna release new information about Sonic stuff, like new games, and maybe some other things, maybe stuff about the upcoming sequel to the Sonic movie. I'm not sure if they'd show that there or not, but just things based on the 30th anniversary of Sonic. And I know a lot of people, this is kind of comparable to the Mario 35th thing, because a lot of people thought that they weren't gonna do anything for the Mario 35th anniversary because of how Nintendo was in 2020. But then they did that whole big blowout for Mario 35th. But I feel like it's the same situation for Sonic here. People were worried that they weren't going to do anything for Sonic's 30th anniversary, but it seems like they're probably going to do something now, like maybe some game releases, maybe a new game, maybe remakes, maybe re-releases, something like that. We'll just have to see tomorrow on May 27th what they're going to release here, and a lot of people are saying, and I probably think this too, I think they might do like that re-release or remake of Sonic Colors that has been leaked before, and it might even be like a like multiple releases, like maybe like Unleashed and Generations will also be released around that time too, and some people are even saying like an adventure remake, which would also be really cool. And I'm not sure, like I think there was like a second of gameplay from whatever they're gonna reveal here, and I'm not sure exactly what it's gonna be, so I think this looks promising, and we'll just have to see tomorrow what they reveal. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Twitter if you want to. Goodbye.